Hey, it's Ken Lewis for Mixing Night. Today I'm going to break down what's more important, having great skills or having great gear. A lot of you young mixers out there think that if I only have this plugin, I'm going to be able to get that result. But typically, that's not really the way that this works. Usually, in order to use the gear to the best of the gear's ability, even a plugin, you need to have the knowledge and the skill sets first. So it's not about what compressor you have, it's about knowing how compressors work and how you can get the most out of them. There's one thing about great gear is it's hard to get bad results with great gear. It's kind of like pizza. If you put up a great microphone in front of almost any singer, you're probably going to get good results unless you do something else in the signal chain to mess it up. Whereas if you put up a $150, $200 microphone in front of any singer, you're going to get very mixed results depending on how that voice interacts with that diaphragm. Okay, let's talk about goals. If you want to run a commercial studio as compared to just being a hobbyist for fun, you're going to need certain pieces of gear that are going to impress your clients. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. Somebody walks into your place, you want that one microphone or that one mic pre or that one important piece of gear. Hopefully many important pieces of gear if you're running a full studio, but at least something that the clients are going to not only go like, wow, they have that, but also get great results out of. For me, my best purchase that I ever made was my Sony C800G microphone. After I bought that, I knew every single time I walked into a session, I was going to be able to record great vocals. The first piece of great gear that you're going to want is a good listening environment, both speakers and headphones. It's hard to move on and learn anything else if you can't really hear what's going on, and you certainly don't want to deliver a client mix that you don't know exactly what it sounds like. So once you have your environment solved, then you can move on to learning things about compression, EQ, tailoring the mix bus, and how to bring your full mix home. Lock in that environment first. Well, now that your listening environment is locked in, it's really about having the right skill sets to lock in the vision for what you're trying to accomplish. The gear is going to help, the skills are going to get you there. For example, I'm asked all the time, Ken, do you put the compressor before the equalizer on a vocal? Where does the de-esser go? All of these things are experience things, and they change every single time I have a vocal. And that depends on what the vocal is telling me when I listen to it. So if I was uninformed about what my gear is going to do to that vocal, I wouldn't understand what the right tools to even grab are. Learn the skills first, learn how those things react, and then make the most of them. I think there's a misconception about basic gear that you can't get great results with it. I don't really think there is a ceiling to the level of results that you can get with stock plugins. I think if you gave me a very important mix and you told me, Ken, you absolutely must only use stock plugins for this or else, I guarantee you I would find a way to deliver a great mix because I've got all the skill sets. And all of those stock plugins do almost all of the same things that most of the other plugins do, just a little bit slower and a little more clunky, but virtually the same results. And what you find is you don't need as many plugins as you probably think that you need. Mixing is much more about balances and experience and finding that great vibe to a song. And that's much more about listening than it is about gear. And even with DAWs, I hear the FL all the time is like for beginners. But I'm here to tell you, Boy Wonder makes hit after hit after hit with FL. So don't listen to what all of these other people are telling you. Find out what connects really most creatively with you, which may be the same or different than anybody else that you know. Find those right pieces of tools that connect, learn the skills to get the most out of all of the tools that make you feel the most creative, and then you'll be able to really make some great records. Hopefully this gave you some great clarity between the importance of gear against skills. Please like and subscribe the channel, and I will see you next time. My YouTube channel is the most badass on the block, and you want to be a member. Subscribe right now. Do it. What? Okay, I saw you. I saw that. You got it. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that subscription. Peace.